Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, Jose. So I don't know. Were you listening? What I already tell you about this first part of the concessive clauses
Mhm.
is when you contrast one the main clause with another, right? If you say, for example, I study, well, I did the test, even though I didn't study, right? So you are contrasting the main clause that you're saying, well, I did the test, but I didn't study, right? So you are contrasting both. So did you get that part?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So can you give me like a quick example of contrasting the main clause with the dependent clause using although or even if or even though or much as, any of these conjunctions?
Mm. Um, I went to the party even though um, I don't have permission through my parents.
Yeah, very good. You can say even though I didn't have
I didn't have.
the permission of my
Okay.
parents. So that's a great example. That's a very very good example. So you are contrasting, right? So remember, you can use that in your speaking. That'll be great if you can do that in one of your speaking part of the test, or in of course in the writing part. Okay, so it's very very
Okay.
important for you to do that. Let's continue reading very quick. It says, much as and whereas are less commonly used and occur mainly in formal written English. So in the essay, which is formal, you can use much as or whereas. Okay, uh,
Okay.
that will be for the essay. It says, I prefer to buy, this is an example, I prefer to buy free range eggs even though they are more expensive. Or although we were very tired, we watched the whole of the play. Though, something very important, Jose, the prepositions despite and in spite of are also used to introduce contrasting information. For example, you can say Robin went ahead with a concert despite having a sore throat. Something very important. With despite and in spite of, we use gerunds. So you can see here, despite
Mhm.
having a sore throat, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
there is an error that we commonly do, and sometimes we put here of. I don't know if you have seen that, despite of. We,
Hmm.
we, we get confused. With despite, we don't use of. We use of only with in spite of.
Spite
Okay?
of.
Uh-huh. So that's something that we need to be very careful. This is the other example. In spite of arriving at the festival early, we couldn't get near the stage. Okay? It says sometimes it is possible to reduce the concessive clause by leaving out the main verb. Well, let's skip this part. But at least uh, was is this first part uh, clear for you, Jose? This concessive
Yes.
clause. Okay, okay, good. So please try to include. If you can try to include this in the speaking, it will be great. And but please do it in the writing test. Okay, that's something
Okay.
very very important. Okay, let's do a very quick our speaking test that I want for us to practice today.
Okay. Okay.
And well, let's go here. Okay, just give me 5 seconds. Just give us just a moment, please. Okay, Jose. Uh, let's start with some general questions. Uh,
Okay.
who do you spend time with after work, and and what do you do together?
Sorry. Sorry. I can. I can listen to you very well.
Okay, the question again is, who do you spend time with after work, and what do you do together?
After work, actually, I spare my time with my mom at my house.
Uh-huh.
I I like to to watch soap operas with her.
Uh-huh. Very good. Excellent, Jose. And the other part says, do you like reading?
No, I don't. I prefer do other things rather um, read. I prefer do things like
I prefer
watch
doing.
movies or listen. I prefer doing things like watch movies or listen music or surfing the net.
Okay, very good. And well, it says, tell us about the things you like doing at the weekend.
At the weekend, at the weekend, I like to do um, a lot of things. Sometimes I like to go walk in the park. I like to go to the movie. I would like to go to the bar with my friends. I like to play soccer with my friends, and sometimes I like to just stay at home watching Netflix.
Okay, very good. Um, have you been anywhere nice recently?
Yes, I have been in a restaurant. I was eating patacones with my girlfriend. I go there. I went there and I have a lot of fun with her.
Very good, very good way to use your pronouns. Very good, Jose. Okay, where would you like to go for your next holiday?
My next holiday, um, I would like to go to here. I would like to spend my time here in Costa Rica. Probably I would like to go to Limon or Guanacaste or visit some beach around there. I would like
And
to
why?
do.
And why would you like to
Why?
go? Yes, there, Jose.
Um, I would like to visit that place because I never been there, and so I would like to meet how that beach are. For example, I would like to visit Manuel Antonio, or I would like to to know that
Okay,
have.
okay. Thank you, Jose. Let's go to part two very quick, okay? Part two of the test. And it says, in this part of the test, I'm going to give you each of you, well, suppose that you guys are there, you are with another person, but I'll allow you to talk about your photographs on your own for about a minute, and also to answer a question about your partner's photographs. Is your turn first. Here are your photographs. It says they show people trying to win in different situations. So it says, I would like you to compare the photographs and say what you think might be difficult for the people about trying to win in these situations. Okay, so
Mhm.
let me show you the pictures here. Is this these two, right? These two.
Okay, okay.
So again, what? So compare them first. Compare them, right? And
Hmm.
then what might be difficult for the people about trying to win in these situations. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So you can start.
Okay. In the first photograph, I see a man who are inside of the stadium, and in the second photograph there are people in outside, and in the first picture have less people than the picture number two, and the number two there are more people trying to win than the first photograph. And I think which is the question, teacher?
That's the
I
question.
can um I think that the 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 most difficult for the people about trying to win is the number two, because the girl or the kids in the picture are trying to win, and they have to face to more than one children. I think that they try
Thank you.
to
Thank you.
run around.
Okay, Jose. Yeah, remember something? You can use in contrast, right? That can help you a lot. So you can say, well, in picture one, I see, or yeah, you can say, I see a man playing tennis. In contrast, in the other picture, I see children running, right? Or you can say, I see less. Yeah, I think you said that. I see less people, right? In the so that was okay. But remember that if you are describing, to say in contrast, that can help you a lot. Okay. Okay, let's go to the other question. Let me just put us here. Okay, it says, which sport do you prefer to do and why?
I prefer to do running, because if you do running, I think you can have you can be more healthy. You can be more physical condition could be growing uh, every day. I think you can exercise different parts of your body. For example, your legs. You can better your breathing. I think you can, and you can improve
Thank you.
how you do.
You did that you did that one better. Let's go to the other pictures, just because we are just practicing for in general, right? For everything. So it says, well, these pictures show people spending time outside in different situations. And let's see here the pictures. So you see these guys are, well, look carefully at the pictures here. And the second one is this one. So, so it says, I'd like you to compare the photographs and say what you think the people are enjoying about spending time outside in these situations. Okay, what are they enjoying? So that will be the question. So we can start.
Okay, in the first photograph, I see a lot of people, and in contrast, in the number two, there are less people than the number one. And the number one, I think they are shopping. The girls are shopping, and in the number one, they are maybe in the birthday. Um, in both both situations are in outside. There I see they are in the street, and they are in the park, and I see the people are enjoying. They spending. They are enjoying spending. I think the free time there, because they like to share great moments together. They're trying to do things like that they like to do. For example, go shopping or doing a
Thank
picnic.
you.
I think.
Yeah, you did that one better. You did that one better. Okay, now let's go to part three. Okay, So it says, I would like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. So I allow you to imagine that a school is going to start some after school classes to encourage their students to learn new skills. Here are some ideas for the classes and a question for you to discuss. So let's just check here very quick so that you can. Okay, so Jose, let's talk a little bit about what my students want to learn. I'm sorry, why I'm sorry, why my students, sorry. Okay, it says, why my students want to learn to do these skills. Okay, so let's start talking for 2 minutes.
Okay, I think that a very good idea could be speak another foreign language because I think that they could help them in the future, or we can support them for the exams in the future. I think it could be more useful for the students, and I think play a sport could be a very good option because they in if we encourage to the students to do some sport, for example soccer, tennis,
Uh,
I think they can be more more active people, and they will, and it could be, and it could help to to the students for have a very good physical condition, and play a musical instrument. I think could be another good option because um, they can help to the students for the future if if they want to be a music player, or they trying to be a singer. I think that could help them for the future. And I think that the best options would be these three options, and I think that these three options are more useful for the students, and I think they could be very good for them.
okay, very good, Jose. Yes, and well, you did it more difficult because remember this is two people talking, but you did it
Yeah.
all, so that's good. Uh, just well, remember that the other option is going to be always like a superlative. So it says now you have a minute to decide which two will be the easiest to learn to do well. So that this is the question for 1 minute. Which two
Okay.
will be the easiest to learn to do well? Okay. So
How many time?
one minute. But remember,
1 minute.
it's two people. So you need to just talk for so you need to decide right with your partner the the two is the yeah the less too difficult to learn. Okay, so let's
Okay.
start.
Okay. I think that the best two options of the easier two options to the kid for the students would be speak another foreign language, because if they are interested in learning um, other language, I think we can support, or we can encourage to the students to learn the language, and a play sport would be another best option, because um, when the kids are doing, I think they could be more interested in the sports, and they try to win, and then try to how can I say competir.
Compete. Say compete.
And when they compete with other kids, I think that they can effort to to do this sport better than the other kids, and it helped them to be very good students, or increasing their skills in these two options.
Okay, very good, Jose. Very good. Again, we're doing it. We're doing it more difficult, right? Because remember, this
Yeah.
is a interaction, but you're doing very good. Okay, let's go now to the last part of this speaking test, which is part 4. And I just want for you to answer these questions. Well, some of these questions. Let's go with this one. Do you think classes like this will be popular with students? Why or why not?
I think that it would it it would be popular. I think yeah, because I think that the students all the time are in classes, and I think it could be a good idea, uh, take the students to other part of the class, and try to that they are do physical physical activities, and they will be very interesting for the kids, and like it could be popular very fast.
Very fast. Okay, very good. And how important also do you think it is for people to try new activities?
I think it's very important because they could they could have new knowledge and new skills, to learn new things, learn different things to do more than one activity, and they will try to be more to be more social, or more sociable people,
Uh,
I think.
okay, and this one is a very important question. It's like, why do you think some people don't like to try new things?
I think the people don't like to try new things because they sometimes feel scared about it, and they don't like to they are they only do one thing for many time, and when they have to do other things, they don't like to sacrifice things like time or friends or time.
Uh-huh.
They don't like to sacrifice that things.
Okay, very good, Jose. Very good. Um, okay, we already finished this little practice. But just to finish, because again today was it's a very short lesson. I'm going to send you some practices that I would like for you to also do. But let's well, this is listening. Let's practice a very quick just part of the give me a second here, the use of English test that I would like for you to do. See here. Give me a second. Okay, Jose, let's just do these two parts, two different parts. This part, remember, is just you need to just by your knowledge, just write your the word that you think it goes there, and then we're gonna
Mhm.
do this one, the part number 3. But let's just
Okay.
practice these two different parts from the use of English to see if you can get the the right words.
Okay. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I have to do it now.
Yes, can you do it now? Do you have the time to do it now?
I don't have a pen, ni a
Oh,
paper.
you don't have now. Okay, okay. Well, I am going to send you these two pictures, okay?
Okay,
So
okay.
that you can do it for in your whenever you get a pencil, and then we can you can just send me. Well, you can just tell me I already finished, and I can send you the answers, okay? So that we can check them together, okay?
Okay, okay.
So yeah, that will be it for today, Jose. I just really wanted for us to practice a little bit of speaking, to explain to you that complex sentences for you to use on your writing part, and for us to practice this use of English part of the test. Uh,
Okay,
we need to really we need to see how I can give you that test, because I really want for you to do the reading and use of English test. But we can communicate each other to see how I can get that to you. Okay, let's see how we can
okay,
do that. But for now, then that will be it. That'll be it for the class, and so so we will see you then. Hopefully next year. Then, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as I have the dates for the test, I will definitely send them to
Mhm.
you. Okay, because are you planning to do the test? Do you have like an idea more or less in February, or when
I
when?
think
Uh,
I think for me, will be better doing do on April. I don't know if in this date could be
okay.
I could done the
Yes. Okay. Because I need to, yeah, to talk to all of the rest of the class, because I don't know
yeah.
if they've been seeing the classes. You know, nobody has contacted me yet, but I need to
Mhm,
talk to them. I've been visiting Jonathan and Allison at their house, but
mhm,
they're doing it in December. But the rest of the class, I need to contact them one by one to see when
mhm.
they're doing. But again, as soon as I have the dates for next year, I'll let you all know, so that we can maybe maybe all of you together can do the test, right? So let's see how that works.
Okay,
But I'll be in contact with you to see how I can give you the test for next Wednesday. Okay.
okay.
So
Profe,
uh-huh.
la última clase ¿cuándo va a ser? Dígame. La última clase ¿cuándo?
Bueno, en teoría es este miércoles.
Ajá. Y ya
Ajá.
después nos ¿hasta cuándo? Hasta
Ya,
enero.
ya después sería hasta en enero, correcto, sí. Hasta en enero.
Ah, ok, ok.
Sí, sí. Sí,
Vale,
porque
vale.
ya digamos, daríamos todo diciembre, digamos, como para que se descanse un poco, ¿verdad?
Ujú,
Y se iniciaría por ahí tal vez de la segunda semana de enero, pero ya para ese entonces ya tendríamos por dicha ya las fechas, ¿verdad? De,
ok.
de los del examen, ¿verdad? Entonces, si ustedes lo quieren usar va a ser para abril, pues ya ojalá que todos
Ujú.
lo hagan juntos, ¿verdad? O sea, que ojalá que, o sea, ya no más de abril, ¿verdad? Ya no pasemos más de abril, ¿verdad? Ojalá
Ah,
para
sí,
que,
y aparte que en abril yo siento que nos podría tocar a todos juntos, porque
sí,
es
sí,
un
sí,
mes en el que casi todo.
sí, exacto, exacto, ¿verdad? Hemos, todo el esfuerzo que hemos hecho durante casi, bueno, durante todo un año, ¿verdad?
Ujú.
Pues que se vea reflejado ahí, ¿verdad? Ya haciendo el examen, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, sí. No, yo para el otro año ya es, y es en abril, entonces yo fijo si lo voy a hacer en abril.
Perfecto, perfecto. Sí, entonces ahí estaríamos en contacto con los demás, ¿verdad? Pero
Ujú.
miércoles sería ya la última clase, pero estoy viendo a ver cómo hago para enviarles el examen, para que me lo hagan, ¿verdad? Porque sí, sí, sí
Ujú.
quiero que hagamos todo un examen, ¿verdad? Para el miércoles, pero estoy viendo a ver cómo podemos hacer para
Ajá.
eso, ¿verdad?
Sí, porque si no fuera ahí de que nos viéramos en San José o algo así, pero no sé usted cómo le caerá el tema de movilidad.
Sí, sí, eso es lo que estaba pensando. Tal vez nos podemos quedar de ver de tal hora a tal hora ahí en San José, ¿verdad? Y yo se los doy y
Ujú.
ustedes se los llevan para la casa para que lo hagan y ya con eso terminaríamos el año, ¿verdad?
Eh,
Sí. Entonces,
Entonces,
quedamos ahí entonces, ¿verdad, José? José?
¿Está bien, profe? Muchas gracias.
Ok, pues vaya bien. Buenas noches.
Bueno, profe.
Ok.
Bueno.